We better get done. We better get.
You guys take on their own. I'm making you look bad.
He's confused, okay? He's old.
Guys, you look well. You look nice.
Yeah, I know.
He left to get that home. He's walking pretty good.
Your forehead's nice and tan.
Lost the hair.
Hey, father like son.
I know. I see.
No, the hair loss.
I told my husband I should have had that.
Hey, listen, lady, you can read the signs just like everybody else.
Next week for road work.
It doesn't say what week it's starting, it just says next week. You can speak in the public. Yeah. Now.
When it comes up to citizens' concerns, tell them how much you
She might not.
Yeah, she'll get cut off at the 2-minute mark or whatever it is.
Hunter, put your name so I can keep talking.
Something different.
Big cheese.
Don't eat them.
Jennifer, are we?
Yes.
Okay, folks, we are broadcasting on YouTube Live. You can go back and look at this ceremony and everything basically forever. Do whatever you need to do. That's audio and video. So, got a couple minutes yet. Welcome. I'd like to see everybody here more often, but I understand it's an extra special occasion.
We will call the Robeson Township Supervisor Workshop to order at 7 o'clock. We pledge allegiance and a moment of silence for all military personnel.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, Mr. Bello. Mr. Rhodes. Is here. Mr. Goodletter.
I'm here.
Not here. Yes. Rich, you want to call your wife? She said she was.
Yeah.
All right, we will turn the meeting over to State Representative Mark Gilman.
All right, well, thank you very much, Dr. Smith. Okay. I really appreciate the Board of Supervisors giving me the opportunity, and the solicitor, and the township manager giving me the opportunity just for a couple minutes of presentation. Tonight, I saw the fire truck out there and it reminded me I needed to be over here for this presentation. You know, you drive down some communities and you see hometown hero signs, and we have our own hometown heroes. This is a very close-knit community, and when there's a tragedy that strikes, we all know about it. When there's heroism, we all know about it. I'm pretty sure that the people that we're honoring tonight really don't want to be up here necessarily in receive recognition and certificate. They serve because they love their community. I served on a borough council, and these men are here because they love their community. I know you think they're here for the high salaries and wages and benefits, right? But we've all learned better. We've come to trust one another in this community. I had Mr. Bittler, I needed some hay, and just throw it in the barn, get in there, and somebody else was in my barn tonight, rustling around and trying to borrow some equipment. My daughter goes, "Excuse me, Mark said I could be in here." And so we have that type of a community. And where you have heroes, sometimes you have horrible situations. And I would be remiss if I did not say something about the loss of life that has occurred, including on my own street a year and a half ago. And we had a loss of life over on Route 10. And specifically, we're honoring some heroic acts that occurred right there on White Bear Road. Yesterday, I was in the State House of Representatives, and I leaned over and had a conversation with a gentleman who I had just completed some training with out at the Allegheny Fire Training Center. The Pittsburgh firefighters had us out there. And we were reminding one another of how we went into a downside bunker, into a conduit and a pipe, and we're squeezing along, with our air packs and geared up and trying, during the course of the training, trying to find a mannequin and pull it back out. He said there was a moment that he said he kind of freaked out because it was claustrophobic, and the light went out and he couldn't see. And these are the kinds of real life scenarios that we're asking our heroes to engage in, and they're not paid. In fact, 90-some% of those that are serving in our fire departments in Berks County are not paid. So it's not uncommon. And why are they doing it? Scripture says, "Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." You know why they're doing it? You know why you're doing it? Because you care. Look to your left, look to your right. You care about the people that are in this room, and you care about those that are in your community. About a year and a half ago, I was working late at night, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, and I saw what appeared to be some sort of emergency light going by. I live on a dead-end street, so there's not much action typically, and I looked down. I thought I saw a police car go by. Next thing I knew, in the middle of the night, volunteer fire companies started to roll in, and tragically, we lost a friend. We lost a neighbor. But there was another group of people who had to get up in the middle of the night. Maybe they had to work the next day, and they were up all night. Maybe they would rather spend some time with their family, and they couldn't do that. They reach in their pocket and they spend their own money. And so that's why we're here tonight, to make sure that those that risk their lives, those that spend their resources, those that commit their time, their energies, and resources to this community are recognized. And that's why I'm here tonight. I'm not here as your state representative. I'm here as your neighbor. I live a few minutes from here. What you do impacts, in a very positive way, my own family, because you protect us. So I'm here to say thank you. We're going to specifically acknowledge a few individuals tonight, and let me repeat, I think they'd probably rather not be up front here receiving something, but it's our responsibility and obligation to make sure that we honor those that risk everything for their community. I'm not going to recite the story, you know it well. The Reading Eagle has covered it. It's been on Channel 69 News. So without further ado, I'm going to ask if these individuals would come forward. Brian Ryan, is right back over here. And then we'll hold our acknowledgement just for a moment here. I want to thank Brian for his extraordinary courage, his commitment to public service. And this is not something new, this is part of his lifestyle. And so Brian, if you'll hold that for just a moment, I'm gonna call each of these men up. Corporal Jeb Cooper, if you would step forward over here. This is another man that exemplifies selfless dedication, total commitment, and a love for his community. I wish I had something more to give. We actually, rather than use state resources, we decided as a staff that we were going to buy the frames, and we were going to do this because we care. We're asking somebody else to do it. And so these are people who protect the American dream. These are people that protect private property. These are people that protect your life and my life. Barry would come forward. I think, needless to say, Barry, if you just come over here, I think it ought to be obvious that in the face of extraordinary danger, there was bravery that was exhibited. We had hospital visits. This team and the couple I'm going to introduce, they did the very best to preserve life. You know what? There's just some instances that God is responsible for the results. They were responsible for the effort, and they put everything on the line. Christian Sixtos Flores, if you would step up here. I think this man embodies what it means to be a firefighter. To put it all on the line, and in many cases for individuals that you've never met. Willing to risk one's life for folks that you don't know on a first name basis. Maybe they're your neighbor, perhaps you've never met them before, but it doesn't matter because he's taken his call to protect all of humanity very seriously. Christian, thank you. And then Chief Scott Owen. Chief. This is a man who goes beyond the call of duty. Anybody who knows Chief knows that. He serves at every level in his community. And he embodies the spirit of the servant. And I want to say this in closing, that there's hardship and there's heartache that go with this job, okay? These guys have been through some hard times. They served willingly. Things didn't turn out quite the way that they had planned, but you know what?
Okay, I can't be the only one. I check the humidity every day because reasons.
Okay. I really appreciate that fake out. Looking everywhere but the right spot. It's on hot. And so that commercial break was brought to you by. And so Chief certainly exemplifies what it means to be a firefighter, and he expresses his service, as I mentioned before, in so many ways. He is a familiar face in this room and around the community. And so, if you wouldn't mind, we're going to pause as a group, and we're going to be statue-like as the rest of the team may want to take a picture. Now, I'm going to make a suggestion. We're going to come together a little closer and angle ourselves, okay? So let's coming in angle. All right, because all the photographers are trying to figure out how to get everybody in. Okay?
Tell them who.
All
Your
right,
head's in the picture.
down.
On this commercial break.
Check the humidity while you're down there.
Not probably.
Stay there, don't move. Keep squeezing your core.
And we can also give time for each individual person if there's family members here as well. We've done that before.
You have preference, Chairman.
No, let it be out. I was just saying.
Ron's podium will be-
Anyone likes individual pictures of their family members? That's, we have time for that.
There's no extra charge. Don't be bashful. Would you like a picture with?
Thank you, sir.
No, I see everything.
Okay, here's this jacket. Put that in there. I appreciate if you want to put that in there. Check that. You can-
I'll stay there and I'll try and take my
Sorry. You want to put that signature. Thank you, Chairman. I appreciate it, gentlemen. Very grateful. Tim, as always. Okay. Thanks again, my friend. Thank you, sir. Take care. As much as I'd like to stay for the odor control letter and other things that are in the agenda. So, gentlemen, I try to-
¿Podría tomarle una foto su premio?
Hey, we have supervisors and waiting back here.
Le enseñó borroso. Perfecto, gracias.
Did very well.
extended luminous signs.
All right, but I'll do it again, right?
Sure didn't sound like my pocket.
See, we had to postpone the wedding roast.
What's that?
We had to postpone the wedding roast.
No, yeah, this is.
I told John that he has to bring gourmet weenies.
Yeah.
Everything comes back to the switch line.
Right.
So we're kind of
Right.
like, out of crazy work to switching internally switching the project. Yeah. So now it's like, now it's really. Oh, that sucks.
Our security on our stuff is so good.
Yeah.
We caught it immediately, but I have to have all the tubes all back off.
Sneaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hopefully it's small.
What?
They do interviews, Jeff?
Oh, yes. I know one guy.
Yeah. No. It was for sales.
Because you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
No.
Yeah, they just cut it up.
Yeah, they did. So I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Yeah, it's good.
Actually, before we continue, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the meeting, once it goes to executive session, we have to just announce, right? Because there's 3 people there.
It's one of the first whole positions.
That's correct.
So I'll just announce last Wednesday.
Folks, our chairman is now announcing an executive session.
I was gonna do that actually before Mark Dillon talked, but I forgot to do it. So we had an executive session last Wednesday, June 4th, regarding vendor, I guess you could say concerns. What are you gonna have to say?
Yep, that was enough, Christopher.
Yes, yes. And no actions were taken. Okay, and they can chat. There, you get that out.
So if, Chris, did you ever find a map with Bookersville on it?
Well, there is an old one somewhere, I don't know where it was, but
Okay, I found one the other day, from 1860.
it's probably installed online as one of those old maps of whatever. It's down there, yeah. It just shows a little, I think, a little dot, that's it, I think.
Well, actually, this shows it's pretty big.
I've probably seen that. All right, we'll resume the meeting. No, it's all right. Any, citizens' concerns? If so, raise your hand, your name, address. Here to talk. All right, correspondence.
All right, and your package is the correspondence received since our last meeting. I made it a little heavy, obviously, because it's been a little over a month at this point, so it's there for your review. I do not believe there's anything in that that is particularly outstanding. Just, again, for your review as you have an opportunity.
Okay. All right. Jeff.
Good evening, board. The first topic will be to discuss the building repair quotes. We have 3 quotes, those should be in your packet. And this is the repair of the existing drive-it all the way around the exterior of the police department, and the price ranges is from $77,000 to $91,000. Chief Ribby also inquired with several companies to get quotes with the metal siding, see if this is going to be a better alternative, and then hopefully it'll be cheaper than the drive-it. We should get those quotes by next week, hopefully. For the second item, Officer Josh Cummins completed the accident reconstruction training. This was the 3rd phase that now he is able to assist with the county departments with certified crash reconstruction. We met with Exeter Township. They are on board with helping Officer Cummins. They said that he's allowed to go over there and learn from their crashes and whatnot. So hopefully this will be a great opportunity for him to enhance his skills and training. The third item that we have is Officer Schlotman and I participating in mystery readers for the Robeson Elementary Center kindergarten class. I went to Mrs. Davis's class. Officer Schlotman went to Mrs. Knapp's class. The kids they were given 3 clues. They were able to guess who we were, and then it was a great way to interact with the kids. We wish everybody at Robeson a fun and safe summer. And then the 4th item would be the discussion to replace the surveillance cameras on the PD. You have the new quote from ATS, and you also have a quote from SystemsNet. That would probably be discussed further. Another thing that we would like to try to implement with the police department is the safe exchange zone. This most likely would be probably right directly in front of the police department. This is for anything to deal with exchanges of purchases that were made online or child custody exchanges. With the quote that you got from SystemsNet, that includes the quote for the safe exchange area. One of the ideas was paint or have a light that's green shine down the parking lot that people know, like, hey, this is where everything's being recorded. This is gonna be in the safe exchange zone, so that's, another item that, that we're trying to implement, if it's okay with you guys. And then the last thing on the agenda would be the garage door, replacement. If you're looking from the salt shed, if you're looking at the two garage bays, it'd be the door on the left. We did get a quote from, Overhead Door. They said this email was sent out last week, so it should be another 2 weeks, hopefully it'll be fixed. And that's all I have.
Do you want to discuss the surveillance cameras tonight?
No, Tuesday would be nice. Chris?
Yeah, I hear you, I hear you.
Okay, I wasn't sure, thank you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Of course, what, 12,996?
It was sent separately before, I believe. By Ms. Cullen, it was forwarded over from Officer Cooper, but I believe she sent that.
Email sent because it's too late.
Yes, it was.
It's email sent.
It was emailed separately.
What day was it?
Yes.
I don't have it.
Probably Tuesday,
Tuesday
yeah,
afternoon, yes.
Tuesday.
Systems net quote is $11,441.36. And ATS says $12,997.
I'll be honest, I didn't get to put them side by side and really line them up, so. I'm fine with Tuesday, I guess, 2 days or whatever.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Tuesday, now what about the safe exchange zone? What do we think about that?
I think it's a good idea, other departments have it, like Amity has it. Even if it cost on signage and money.
I don't have it on me, the exact cost. I think it's in the system that's package. ATS, if they're interested in doing that, then we have to get a quote from them to see what it would be.
He was talking out of camera.
Yeah, and then that green light or whatever.
Signage or paint or.
Yeah,
The camera through the ATS and 13 in the box. That was on the quote.
I think you're gonna put the sign up, safe exchange area.
yep.
Research some signage, Barry, maybe sign prices or.
Yeah, I could just call Miller Municipal and ask them, tell something, give us a quote.
That works.
Okay, what about the garage door opener? What are we doing that now? That's $2,550.
I'll go motion to approve the overhead door quote of $2,550 to repair the garage door for the police office.
Sweet.
You talking to us, Joy?
I'll second the motion.
Yes, I'll sit down, just say.
Jeff seconded, so all right, roll call, Mr. Gallo,
Yes.
Mrs. Joy,
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Vidler.
Yes.
I vote yes. All right, anything else?
That's it, sir.
Thank you. All right, so we got finance, Rich.
In your packets are the monthly expenses, treasury report, and sort of annual report for your review. We did reformat the sort of report to be landscape, so that you have some more granular data to review.
Okay. All right, so the manager's
I noticed I've seen some traffic back and forth between the board and the representatives for the Teamsters Union, formal request for negotiations. So I know that they're working the case on that. New admin hire, we can talk about that down in executive. UV lights for Walter Park, just want to make note that we have fixed the UV lights for Walter Park. The system is online and is working well. Maintenance work is currently ongoing through the township at Med-Ed. We are also talking about the replacement of the Walter Park camera system. That was actually brought up at the meeting. We did have the executive back resending that quote to us, and we'll get on that very shortly. And then the last note I have on there is a discussion that we've had internal to the shop about moving many of our payments to EFTs by trying to find transfers and or ACH, those that are not already. The reason for that is that we are currently paying somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,000 to $1,500 a year in postage, and we would eliminate the majority of that cost by doing so, so it'll be a cost savings to the township. And give credit to the team for coming up with that one.
Rich, for
Can we go back to,
we approved the quote at the last meeting,
yes.
so what are we waiting on?
Just get it back over to them. Just haven't actually. They said resend it back to us. I think they just need a signature on it at this point. I have to check the signature. I'll double check.
We got the supervisor reports, anybody have any updates on any of their?
No, I will too, so thank you.
Alright, anything?
No.
I know.
Should not make.
We got our minutes and reports to review for Tuesday. Alright, Ryan Road. Okay, in my engineer's report to you, there was a time extension which was approved, recommended for approval by your planning commission. That would extend the time period, I believe, by 90 days. This is for Rock Hollow Woods. That is in your report to September 30th, 2025. They have submitted building permits for the building that they renovated. My understanding is that currently the only outstanding issue for them to resolve with Technicon is the paving of an ADA spot, and they're working to do that currently. So permits are in, inspections will need to be done, but they are working to move forward with their project. They would like to, and it makes sense for them to close out their building permitting before we then finalize the amended plan of record, which is what this time extension is for. So if you want to take action on that, or wait till regular meeting, that's your discretion. 90 days. Correct. 90. I'll make a motion to approve the 90-day extension of Rock Hollow Woods.
I'll second
I'll
motion.
second it.
All right, roll call, Mr. Gallo.
Yes.
Mrs. Joy.
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes.
Yes.
Mr. Bittler.
Yes.
I vote yes. Okay. The next item is the planning module, which was reviewed by our sewage enforcement officer, also our office, and recommended by the planning commission. This is a resolution which would go to DEP along with the planning module, acknowledging to DEP that this system, the township is aware of this system being installed within our boundary, and then that goes to DEP for approval. Rich, do you have that resolution?
Yes, so resolution 2025-14.
So again, that's your discretion if you want to move it forward tonight, or
That's in the packet. Resolutions in here.
It's actually a two-part resolution. We have one for internal to us, township, and then one for us.
I don't think the resolution is in there.
It is. It's just, yes.
It's not in my. Some of the DEP letter. all stuff in there. It's actually in email too, it's in email. Okay. What resolution number was that, 25 what?
25-14.
Alright, well, then I'd like to make a resolution to,
Make that motion.
yeah, so make a motion to approve the resolution 25 D.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025.
It's for approving land revision for new and land development, individual one lot sewer system, deferred code number, blah, blah, for Chestnut Hill Road subdivision. Alright, we got a motion, do I have a second? A Joy second?
No, I just asked you to repeat it because I couldn't hear what you said.
Alright, well, I'll second, so roll call, Mr. Gallo,
Yes.
Mrs. Joy,
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Bitler,
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Okay, next item is, update item for Rock Hollow Road Bridge. In my report to you, I copied the latest correspondence from Construction Master Services. This is regarding the, basically fabrication of the steel beams for the bridge. It says, good morning, the beams are on order, with a current rolling date of mid to end July. Once the material is in their shop, which they anticipate will be early August, they will be out on site to begin work. So they add that the tariffs and volatility of the current market has added to that delay. So that's just an update. That project is looking like late July, early August at this point. Quite frankly, I think that leaves us hard pressed to get it open for school, but we will continue to coordinate that. Additionally, and this is in addition to what's in my report, it was covered in that first section, we had some ongoing correspondence with the electric utility supplier MedEd in that location. We had originally requested them to relocate to a temporary location during the placement for two reasons. Removal of the existing beams and placement of the new beams. They came back to us with a price of $20,404.04. How they determined that number, I do not know. We argued back to them, and I believe we've settled at this point on simply de-energizing the existing lines on 2 dates. So we will notify, the contractor will notify residents on those dates so that they're well aware of when electric service will be turned off for a brief period of time while beams are both removed and then reset. So any questions on that, let me know. Again, just an update item. Next item is Zion Road Culvert. What I passed out to you was a copy of the bid tab that was in my report, just on the smaller version. Low bidder on the project was Vertilet Construction. They submitted a base bid price of $80,600 even. That is higher than my engineer's estimate, and I believe I advised the board that that was a concern of mine when we authorized the advertising. And I would encourage you to take a look through these prices. We did contact Vertilet and discuss the base bid price versus the alternate bid price. The difference in those prices is in the backfill of the culvert. Base bid backfill is for 2A stone up to our paving depth, installed and compacted properly. The alternate bid would be for a slurry mix of excavatable concrete to backfill the pipe. In talking with the contractor, they provided a lower price and also prefer to use the 2A stone, which was the base bid price. Therefore, our recommendation is that the township consider awarding the bid to Vertilet in that base bid price of $80,600 even. Again, I understand that was an estimate, so if you'd like to take some time and go through those numbers, please feel free to do so. There were 2 typographical errors in the bids received. One was in Empire's number, the other one was in H&K's. They're highlighted in red if you're looking at a color copy. So at this point, that's up to the board. If you'd like to take some time to the regular meeting and look through them, or if you are ready to make a decision now. You want to make a decision now? thought the prices were gonna come down, I'd tell you that.
I'll make a motion to award the design road culvert project to Bertolette Construction for $80,000, $80,600.
Contingent upon the submission and execution of any necessary documents, including
Unfinished.
insurance certificates and performance bonds.
I'll second it.
Roll call, Mr. Gall,
Yes.
Mrs. Joy,
Yes, sorry about that.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Bitler.
Yes.
I'll vote yes. We will get that notice of award out and begin coordinating with the contractor. Item F is the Hopewell Road guide rail, which was replaced after the culvert replacement that the road crew did. That invoice is in my report. We received it just after your last regular meeting. That's $11,983.80. So the board will need to authorize payment for that. And then later on, Barry will cover the fact that that's already been damaged and we need to repair it. So that's where we're at. It's what it takes to keep motorists safe. Anyone like to make a motion to authorize the payment for Hopewell Road guide rail for $11,083?
I will make that motion for Carolina too.
I was gonna say, I'll make that motion or I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, Mr. Gall,
Yes.
Ms. Joy,
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Bitler.
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Okay, next item, this was not in your packets. This is a stormwater management agreement to go along with Lot 9 on Kellen Court. This is in the White Bear Estates, I think is the name of the subdivision. As part of the approval of that project, when the subdivision was approved, each lot came with basically a calculation that the property owner must perform or the developer must perform. And it calculates a stormwater volume you must capture on the lot. We've worked through that. Our approval is in place. The only thing that's outstanding is the signature for the board on the agreement that accompanies each one of these lots. The homeowner has provided the form agreement, which they've dated, signed, and notarized. We've been coordinating with Technicon on this. The building permits for the lot have been issued. And we agreed with the homeowner that once we finalize this, that, and everything's in place, they could then issue an occupancy permit when everything's right. So I have those for the board's signature this evening. If you want to make a motion to sign that, that's certainly up to you.
I'll make a motion to sign the stormwater management agreement with non-conflict.
I'll second. Roll call, Mr. Gallow.
Yes.
Mrs. Joy,
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Bitler.
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Okay, the Dyer Quarry issue was before your planning commission, and I believe Colin will cover that later in his report. And I don't have much more to add for you this evening, so thank you. All right, Colin.
So I don't have anything to report tonight other than to note, as Ryan mentioned, that the people from Dyer Quarry will be here on Tuesday night to discuss their rezoning petition. So that's all I have.
So how exciting is this going to be? All right, so nothing else? All right, now Barry.
Good evening, board. As you know, Dyer Quarry has donated both the current cat backhoe that we're using and also a pretty, I would call it just about brand new, but refurbished John Deere backhoe for us. That being said, we are now responsible for any and all maintenance on that backhoe. So, just kind of proposing we pretty much consolidate both backhoes into one line item as far as maintenance goes. Now that we're responsible for all of it. We have started pipe replacement on Cedar Hill. That should only take us another 2 days, and then we'll be ready for milling and patching. And then after that, Martins will come and do their oil and chip.
After the 4th of July.
after the 4th of July.
Unless you're done early and they.
No, it'll, after the 4th of July. As Ryan had mentioned, the new guide rail in Hopewell, sustained significant damage, roughly 70 feet, in result of an accident. Collinson and Incorporated was, some point here, is going to be out to give a estimate on replacing that. I'll be working with Corporal Cooper, as far as that goes, insurance, so on and so forth. This might be a question for you, as far as billing Township, how does that?
What's that? For the invoice, you mean?
Yeah, for the repairs.
We would pay it.
Yes, yes.
You would pay them to reimburse from their insurance.
Okay.
It would be a subrogation matter.
Yep.
Okay. That's all I have.
Any questions from there?
No, I guess we have Park and Rec has the minutes. PhD has the minutes. Rich, anything for the business?
No new or old business to discuss this evening.
No, I guess we can go on to executive session at 7:49 and discuss.
People come down to executive. One at a time.
Oh, all right.
Heather, if you wanna come down first? And then we'll go Paula and then Rich will.
Mind folks, the YouTube continues to live.
I think it's actually. I think it was at this number and then.
What is that number called?
Yeah, okay, all right. And I apologize. I'm just gonna. None of the guys were close, but. Yeah, it was a good bit, but none of it. None of it. You know, where the chat, it's a good, hey, get your, double check your work. And, but you didn't, I don't, I can find out.
I can find out more.
Curiosity.
Okay, thank you for doing the Robeson, Elementary Center.
Yeah.
Reading, they look, kids love that.
Yeah.
So they were very appreciative, so thanks for taking time to do that.
Yeah, no
It was very
problem.
cool.
What's your name?
Jeff Bull.
Jeff. Nice to meet you. I'm Jeff.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm on the Parks and Rec board.
Okay.
Yep, and I've known this filmmaker for a long time.
I'm sorry. We can find out.
Get approval from our traffic light.
Once they're done.
Yeah, the kids, they love it. We like interacting with them.
Yeah, I think it's so nice.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, I
It's
guess.
a good way to know the kids now. Know, like, they get to know us, we get to know them, and then when they get older, you know, they'll be comfortable coming to us with any sort of issue.
Yeah, which is what it should be too.
Yeah.
And even during my fun fest, I know,
Yeah.
it was just great.
Yeah, we do. We were there, a couple concerts,
Sure that resolution was in the packet.
then career day, we try to get there as much as we
Yeah, if you're there for Fun Fest, that was what, 2 months ago.
can. Yeah.
I was with the Scouts doing the rain gutter, big water rain gutter out front.
Okay.
So that's what we were
Okay.
being up, it was cool. So we actually run. To school district.
Okay.
So we're pretty much based out of Robeson, so we cover the whole.
You'll have me smash the stapler. You can stick it in, I'll just smash the
I'm also
stapler.
involved in Boy Scouts as well, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever hands on, yeah.
I quit.
I just spare out and volunteer somewhere.
Yeah, the kids are great, parents are great, we got a lot of support. We enjoy going there, interacting with the kids.
This kind of is much better.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, we'd like to keep it going and, you know, it's a good way to get out there.
Yeah, it was, it was a guy right there.
What's some front?
Now, Rippy is still, I can cheat, right?
Yep.
So you're just on. Just
I'm
like
on
that.
What's this doing? I did
Right,
too.
because I'm like, all right, new face here.
Yeah. No, I'm just a guy that fills in when you can.
But he's still acting, right?
And then you get yelled at for that.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, he'll be at the next meeting, for sure, on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, also Parks and Rec is, thank you, they're related somehow, I know it's,
yeah, I thought somebody like said serious, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
like,
tied
I'm
somehow
serious.
together.
What's it
She,
doing?
I think she has a daughter that was my son's age. Does she have, 8?
Yes,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they went to school together.
right, okay,
Yeah.
nice.
And she's on the board as well?
Yep, she's on Parks and Rec board,
Okay.
yep, there's 4 of us, which is great. And so, yeah, we're trying to,
Move things along, right?
what's that?
Move things along.
Oh, yeah, which is good, yeah, it's just sat still forever, now we're talking about getting grant money, getting matching funds.
Oh, nice.
We talked to the equipment playground places, I can't tell you the prices are, and Yeah, pretty much every places, you know, if it ever got.
I don't know what it actually said, I didn't look at it.
I don't know if I can
But
read.
now it's like.
Do you, when you apply for the grant, they ask you for a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan?
No, so we're actually just, we're replying to that, because we recommend
We'll have to take
our,
it,
based
but
on
you have
township
to
size.
check
I can bring it in tomorrow.
Alright, just for the minutes. so I
Right,
can
the
know
plans are
what
based
it
on.
is. Kind of
You're okay to wait until tomorrow?
But.
What do you want now?
Work, what they say, the township, you know, provides some number of hours work, well, that counts toward matching grants. We're gonna spin it and say.
I'll put it on your desk in the morning, if I remember.
Reach out to, National, reach out to, and goes out and say, if you want to contribute X amount, we can max it for the grant, and then
Yeah.
swing the whole volume over that.
That's pretty cool.
Which is nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, have you thought about doing a safe bicycle course?
Me?
No,
That was your turn.
it's summer and.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have to do it years ago.
Yeah, I'll have to get with, Rimney and talk to him about that. I know Schlamen's like our bike
Getting
guy,
close to your bedtime.
so I don't know.
Oh, he's the one that got sent to.
Yeah, yeah.
Learn to ride a bicycle.
Yeah, yeah. I know, I'm old.
We had to get rid of bicycles.
That's why six toes looks like he does.
And so we just did a bike radio, like.
Yeah,
Where it's like,
Which
go
one?
try bike, you take everything else. So we do that at the,
It's a flycatcher.
Church in Morgantown, next to Twin Valley Coffee.
Yeah.
Yes, there are.
You get the trail,
Under my house.
right there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's kind of ideal.
Well, yeah, the trail there is great, and,
I got a spray.
yeah, if you want to do something like that, reach out to me. Because we've done these before, we did a year for Twin Valley, just almost like, you know, it's almost like helmet safety, bike
Yeah, I mean,
safety.
I'm thinking summer, you know.
Schlamen was just
Kids are in
somewhere.
development.
Yeah.
What's up?
Schlamen was just somewhere. I think he got a Morgantown at the community church for like a safety program or whatever. He was just out there for the bike thing. That was cool.
Yeah, he was there, yeah, right,
Yeah,
yeah, right. Yeah, there's another one happening at, it's us and OGR, are doing, but I think it's out more towards them.
You gotta
But
bring
then
them
you're
up.
worried.
It's a whole
They look good.
different bike, you know,
Yeah.
here's how you,
You gotta bring them up.
Yeah,
I mean, which is great.
Yeah, I would make sure everybody had good safe helmets.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we did, yeah, first thing we do is like, you know, before you get on the bike, it's an eye safety check, right, how much check, how much attention to be, how should you sit,
Yeah.
what you
No,
be
you're not
wearing,
riding your
you know,
cow.
do you have bike problems, you know, flip flops, you know, like,
This is a
you
cow.
just wanna lose your toes.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely rip them up.
Yeah,
That was at the Morgantown Community Church,
right,
right?
yep,
Yeah.
and we have like, you know, we have teeter totters, which are fun, and then they ride up a ramp that moves, so it kind of bounces the other way, which is fun. And, it's fun, you know, we're all about safety.
She said it about me.
There you go.
Can
We
I-
got together, right?
Yeah, we can, yeah, we do, right.
Get the place smarter up, yeah.
Well, I see, like, you know, talking long term, you know, we more, back in the movie nights, you know, or community event nights.
Yeah.
Or just get people out to use the park.
Right on
That's
the
what
line.
we do.
Right on the line.
Yeah, we had talked before about getting
Papa
one
likes
of
to
the
skip
screens and doing it.
Right, yeah.
Movie night.
Yeah.
And actually, I am trying to there's a movie film here. And I've never seen it anywhere.
I know what
That was off of Green Hill Road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a military.
Yeah, the one, the guy with the Medal of Honor one.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of time, I'll think of his name. but,
Right.
That was last year. I think that was last year they filmed that, wasn't it? Was it?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah, I think it is.
It doesn't say which week.
I can tell you, don't put a date on it. Took some pictures.
I don't know.
It was supposed to be out last year.
I know they did.
But I haven't,
I
I
thought it
haven't
was
heard
last
anything.
year.
I was gonna go through, but I.
You should have.
Talking about the movie that was.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Huh?
The movie that was.
Like I'm doing U-turn?
Everybody.
Oh, yeah,
Military?
yeah, some, you got a lot of people when they're trying to yell at.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's been a long time.
No, ask the director.
When was that?
June 23rd.
Oh, was it really that long?
Here.
I thought it was a lot longer.
What's the movie called?
Watch it, you see the bang. And, you know, we were expecting these things real loud, big bang.
I remember that too.
And then all of a sudden it just goes poof.
Yeah.
And they add the sound later.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Am I going up the lawyer or?
It's a flash with no bang.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Because we were expecting all this.
Right.
Footer, just pulling that
I mean,
out,
some of the residents, say, you know, say there was a lot of gunfire.
I was just gonna say.
It was kind of
The road's not
pretty
pretty
benign.
straight across though, right?
Well, people say there's gunfire, I'm like, welcome to.
We don't have a card.
It's like, I hear it all the time, I'm like, I never call anything gun.
Yeah.
It's just part of, you know, part of where we live.
It's when they hit your house, though, you're not happy.
You know. Yeah, you own the storage area, but I don't know how well Sandy Gibraltar, right? Okay, yeah, I remember we talked about this a while ago, but I didn't know which one you owned.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, off Seaford?
Well, yeah,
Kind of off that end?
it's actually a Gibraltar sign that's in the front yard.
Okay, yeah, nice, okay.
But, the Gibraltar sign keeps moving out.
Mhm.
You know, when I was a kid, it was right there, 568 and
Yeah.
724.
Yeah.
Like I said, keep moving out.
That's all right, just, take more because you can.
Well, I was supposed to get with you about going out to Libby's.
Yeah, when you wanna do that?
I'd ask to do it next Friday. And he has to be there.
How's a fancy truck?
Hmm?
How's a fancy truck?
Hey, give extra safety reasons tomorrow, it's Friday the 13th.
It's a good thing. How's it going?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday the 13th.
What day is it?
Take the day off, Ron.
I believe in that. So, tell me, we're gonna go do a pipe tomorrow, the hydraulic line's gonna break or something.
Don't talk that into bullshit.
It's okay.
We love
We have
all
extra
that.
ones for that.
Yeah.
Robbie wrote down, I said,
It happened so fast, it's mind blowing.
When's your list? When are you going?
Thursday.
Okay, that's not
So tomorrow,
okay.
what time?
Tell me.
2:30.
Yeah, no, that could. What time are you're done at 2:30? I know, but I could go, can we do it right before you?
Yeah, no, we can go up there, cause usually we're done with 2 pipes by 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Okay. You tell me.
1 o'clock.
I'll be, you want me to meet you out at the pipe or you want me to meet you at the office?
I'm confused. It's Friday the 13th, so.
Meet me at the office. Meet me at the office.
What we say, 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going 1 o'clock tomorrow.
See. We'll be driving around and I'll be like, I had something to do at 1 o'clock. It's alright, the other day, I had the hot wash from our hazmat fire. Or, I was supposed to do something after work, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go home, shower, and get to that thing, that starts at 2:30.
Oh, gosh.
What's your email, public works? Robeson? What's your email, public works? Robeson team.
No, all spelled out.
That make it easy. Not the phone.
Oh, it's not even check the humidity, is it?
Yeah, what is the really wrong?
Check every day.
You know, that could have been a lot worse,
It
right?
could have been so much worse.
Your wife's at home right now watching you going,
Oh, she watched it.
Is that where they did your
Yeah.
procedure? That was gross.
Yeah.
sorry. I mean, when this went, I want to punch him. Oh my God, I want to die. She's looking for me, she's like, it was all black and blue till Monday. Because, so they go in here, but the surgery actually happens here.
He just told me about like that he goes.
So you go in there and basically
Her sister's gonna say.
the tunnel itself, that's what they go in there and they cut it open. To make the wires.
Once it's done, you're amazing.
Is it
Feel great. Our mower guy.
I don't have any of the tingling or anything anymore. I guess next year and a half I go for this one.
I mean, that was a couple years ago, but anyway.
They're like, oh, you're the option, you are doing both at the same time. Yeah.
He might think it's concern.
Barry's gonna get it from there.
Oh, really?
No, Justin does not love it. Justin, like the first time I sat down, I shot up there, I was like, whoa. He's like, I thought I threw my back. Yeah, I'm with you, but I never thought that. I've also been in better places, it was like, well, I'm like, shit,
The cats are the first 5 years, I forgot once.
Yeah?
Oh my God, so it's like.
Was it like a half, like a hard cast?
No,
Like
it
not?
was a cast. Yeah, it was a cast. And then, of course, it was hot as hell.
Yeah, got itchy and sweaty and.
That's not freaking wash.
First thing that's disgusting.
he's like, like, dude, it stinks. So
Finally made him throw it
he's
out.
like, we gutted everything out of it, so it's just like.
I hit two, cause he broke his rib. His rib stunk so bad.
I'm like, dude, it's gotta go.
Yeah, it was
What's the 568 traffic?
No, there's a testing done on that, that's all it is.
Okay. Just curious what it was, because they're still trying to replace the bridge somewhere, right? Reference to the bill, the bridge was to be replaced.
Yes,
At some point.
724 bridge is gonna be replaced.
Right.
And then eventually the Old River Road 568 bridge will be replaced. The one on the other side by just past St. John's,
Oh, right.
that'll get replaced 2 years down the road.
Yeah, it's good, if they, what's the timeframe for that bridge, is it 24? Is it?
Well, they
How long
talked
ago
about
was
it,
it?
I think it was, when did they start talking about the 724 bridge? It was this fall, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, Harold was asking me, I don't remember.
I don't know, it was this fall or next spring, I don't
No, I
remember
think
exactly which one.
it's soon. I think
It is soon. It's supposed to be, I think, 18 months in process roughly. It's a pretty
Something
long
like that.
process. Yeah.
Right.
It's not an overnight kind of gig, so.
They cleared everything for Allegheny. That's all cleared.
Yeah, the bank on.
Hey, you
Did
won't-
you
don't
figure
go
out
that way
the road
either.
phone for Old River Road?
We're just gonna close it. They're gonna make the locals go all over the place to go west. Hey, I'm one of them.
I'll get you the flag tonight then. You did? You like to see us.
I would need to know, probably like at least a month and a half.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, so it doesn't actually suck it up, we would have to utilize our skid loader to bring the skid loader down, and you dump it
It
in
was
the
nice, 'cause,
solver.
yeah, we still got
Just a giant hose, you just shoot it all over the place.
Okay. Let's get it out. What, anything involved? get something like the next certain months, just to get those days down, that stuff is really
Oh,
helpful.
yeah, it don't take long.
Oh, yeah. Especially with those photos exposed, and I'm gonna get it matched up.
Yeah, we actually do have the match.
Yeah, we said, I know, we had that, right?
One of these days.
It'd just be nice to have the mulch right away.
Yeah.
So kids don't rip it.
That's what I'm worried
That's
about.
what I'm saying, well, yeah, because you know, like I said, when you look at that, it's probably how many leaves on the jar should they have? And just focus on that one, and just bear the max. Like,
Yeah, we had to be
so,
careful.
Are you guys talking about replacing any more of the pipe with the black stuff?
Yeah, so we're, you don't wanna get the pipe out, but maybe got enough in the shed. I think it's only like half pallet. So we gotta get another pallet, we wanna keep doing that, because that pipe is just even worse.
Yeah.
He may.
We tried to fix it last year, and it was just,
The sun doesn't help that.
it's snap, crack, and pop.
Yeah,
It's like stop moving. It was, but in the long term, we're looking at just replacing everything on that place. You know, the grants and funds there, that stuff is just, it's all, it's gotta go.
I do rain, there'll be 3
So
less.
baseball, it's, they're, it's like, oh, you know, some people are.
So the senior league was there
I saw
tonight.
that, yeah.
I told him, I told him, if we stay home,
No, I'm like, how do you answer?
It's a possibility.
I'm like, I don't know where you're reading, but you're right.
Yeah, so we're sitting there, he's like, I set a motion all over WhatsApp.
Yeah,
A year and a half ago.
Yeah, if you get an idea
Okay.
of when you're looking to do it, like I said, just give me like a month.
So he was trying to find it, couldn't do it.
He, that thing, like, I know he uses it a lot, but not a lot.
Well, I think the office is better than, you know, bringing the equipment out.
I don't know,
Just trying to move it around, to get shred the grass out.
Oh, yeah, yeah, cause regardless, if I do it with skidler,
Right.
tractor,
Right, yeah. Yeah.
tear shit up.
But we focus on like 3 areas, that's it, especially like say the storm social services.
Yeah.
You gotta
He
get
is
that.
a very good.
He really does.
I appreciate that. That's good.
Yeah.
So bad.
How you recover?
Like,
Oh, good.
scale
One
here
piece?
again,
Yeah.
I think we're getting together.
Went from that to have my, I had carpal tunnel surgery done, so it's good.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Tell them like what next, right?
yeah, don't say that.
I'm getting old.
No, at a certain age,
And I'm looking
like,
forward to retirement, it's a long way off.
Well, yeah.
Driving all
Well, everyone.
This thing won't start today?
That's
Not bad, it did. Not bad, it started.
It's always you wake up something first, like, what did it do? You know?
Yeah.
To go to, I know what it was to, I have no idea what happened.
Good thing is you woke up.
Right, yeah.
And you check the humidity.
Right.
Yeah.
That we're gonna load it down.
We're walking tomorrow. Ron, what's the humidity today?
He's trying so hard, that's why he just married me. When Rob's phone went awesome.
Oh, you're looking at me like it's my fault. I was like, it's not like you had me convinced. I'm like, I know.
You checked yours, Ryan checked on his pocket.
I did the old pocket check. I'm like, it didn't vibrate. But then you double take it, you're looking at me, you're like, turn it off, channel. I'm like, I know it's not my fault. You're a good investigator, Ron. You blame somebody else.
I won't believe it.
Oh, man.
Because they kept saying it.
Yeah, he's everybody's favorite.
Or she checked it for multiple reasons, that's what I heard.
Those two convinced next day I was gonna look back at me.
We're used to it at work. We get blamed. It
Yeah.
wasn't us.
I can't help it. It's been a day. Yesterday, and yesterday.
She has long days every day, and I just tell her that they're all the same day.
Yeah, but I do have long days. Some seem much longer than others. Yeah, so I'm getting into more, and it's a
by the time you're going to bed, or?
Quarter after 4. Now you got before 30.
That already passed. It's 8:15. 4 hours behind.
What is Christian now? An hour and 45 minutes? You go to bed?
Didn't say what time.
So it's always in
How's it go like this?
Your wife's gonna text you, what are you doing, Ron? She's gonna come down. It's dead. You know, really not even.
Told Ron he should call back. Since I forgot, they were telling me to put the license plate on. Not sure about.
Can you spray tan off the front when we ride for it?
I'll just take off, might as well just take it off again.
You need to
I
wear
know
the
who he is, I don't know him very well.
I mean, it is in bad shape.
Whether they were still there or not.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
It's up to 550. It's even, you know, like building design.
Is there,
I worked with them, they did Jefferson Township
1057, so.
years ago.
Yeah, his dad, but that's how they pay. So I don't think it happens at EE.
there's an hour to the wire on.
All I know is.
He on his arm keeps going this way.
Right, that's
What?
when I was his arm, when I was up in the fire and they couldn't get the truck to move.
I still work
Yeah.
there.
He told me that.
Well, then,
No, not much.
you guys were, when we were up there chipping, and you guys couldn't get the truck to move.
What the question you asked me this morning when you called me?
Yeah, that was a good one. We heard about that one.
Football in high school.
Which one?
Well, you came up the hill and you put the road post on. So he went up to the cow bill, the barracks, turned around, one side of the lane. Did you hear that?
Still the same, but.
He might go to number 4 and move the other one up to 3.
Wow.
That was a tough question.
So he was coming. I actually had time to I wasn't even into it.
It's hot, you're hot.
Well, didn't make sure a lot of times carrying a wildflower.
Close.
They were hurt like hell. They were now, fuck tape. Yeah, that, it helped you. It helped
I
you.
told
Florida, he's working on expanding to Texas, California, and.
Some people call it something, I don't like all travel.
So.
There's days that I'll just, my hand will just lock. And Jen's like, what are you doing? He says, I don't know, my hands are locked up.
I don't know how the ball feels.
Oh, boy. But, yeah, that's. And then I had one guy who was left and
Well, I do think
guys
they
in
need
his
to
firm,
get,
so.
Bill is gonna go.
I might help them out with some things
Because
outside
you got
of work
been not mowing since I got home.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, make sure it's really nice.
I think he did 3 passes in front.
So,
Down the end. No airflow.
They were joking, I said, oh, I came up with this in like 1943 box, I got air conditioning today. I was like working on a machine.
Talking out the chicken place. Chester will put them on.
it'll be halfway across the yard.
She said our garage isn't that bad compared to the police building.
Yeah. Does it ever like the difference between the office? Yeah.
It's because they have the offices 65.
Oh, your office is like a
Yeah,
venture,
no, my house is like that too, step eight.
Oh my god, I did the same way. I'm like, if you have that on the camera, I'm back. Right? I'm back. Paul's house. She said like that week. Is she okay? Very thorough. Here we go. Paula and I gave her her house.
Well, you heard it,
Her
yeah.
little paper you could away to hide out. So she just came up with very thorough. Bunker. Yes. There you go. Brian's bunkers. She's called bunkers, a bull, what else? Gotta keep it going.
That's a compliment to both. Barry said I'm supposed to go down to the carnival tonight, ride in Ferris wheel, explain to people.
Yeah.
But he has to go with them.
Yeah.
He has to go with what?
He has to go to the carnival.
And I'm just gonna stare at the people at McDonald's and just wait until I'm.
This kid's lived with me for years.
There, oh my god.
Nobody in there. So,
I'll shut it down. I'll start drooling.
he's
No.
been and he needs to start going. So he calls me. And comes around the corner. Trying to get handcuffs. Calls me up because, hey, you idiot.
Breaking into his own story.
And I always say, look, if you need something, call. You know, I'm on my way in, you know, it's right.
That's awesome. It's the lack of planning, you know?
Baseball practice in Wyoming, first team, and then go to my brother-in-law's. I go home, this guy, my wife's school.
Remember, you might have to just go and start moving that high.
Every day.
When I was like, dilemmas. Yeah.
I swear to God, I thought you said we saw Sacagawea.
No.
And Charles.
I'd say, oh,
And
we
we
always
packed it into this like little corner.
Did you see it?
They don't have swings because you bounce off of everything.
It's the first big field.
No, it's not. No. Do you know where the old turnpike entrance is? It's right
Wait, they
there.
moved
Yeah.
We went to.
The only thing that's over there by the stage is the food carts.
And
Yeah, honestly, I would've made that.
that's it. And.
We're gonna take pump up there.
You gonna take pop up there?
Where is Will?
Wanna go to the carnival?
I'll make the dive on that day.
Stayed in the
Or you would grab a cup of
So,
coffee at
like,
the
that's half
club.
the food.
Oh, down the Township,
We can't all go on the first one, my time probably won't go up the side. Working on the down, but it won't go up the up.
She goes, oh, I go, you're close on track.
Actually, it's supposed to be.
Where's the torch? I said, oh, you just want to leave me here, you're not gonna go right.
You go down, you'll see, it's all right at the entrance, the old entrance.
And I put it between those.
firmly straight
And then
across from
there's just a couple food courts where like the little food sheds were.
Yeah.
They have couple food trucks there and that's it. And then everything else is shoved in that little corner.
And I didn't notice. So I'm at my gate and I did like, you guys would check you do right before you get on stage. My sign, I was like,
No,
so I thought from there it was like on the ground, but you
we went down to get King today for some stuff. I'm not get too far.
like, I was departing, like, leaving the area. Going back down.
That's one thing that
When the farmer's market had not opened, who made it for me. Oh, guys.
yeah. So we have to do it now, so it's
Like freezer, freezer, private farm.
I forget.
Why does that sound familiar? But they make
Six more iced coffee.
iced coffee. I know, but I do like it.
Hey, so we got carry over.
I like the 4 wheels.
But, we had a.
I have to be a 7 mile. Leave spring, leave 7 there, and come back, my average is 7 minutes. Yeah, they are.
Conceptual world.
Yeah.
Well, the owner lives in Exeter.
Traffic there's plenty of space, but 5-wheel giant. I tell them every time I go.
Alright, we're gonna have to start working overtime.
Why?
If there's a sunroom, you're gonna be there.
No, you don't
I
have to
just
do
had
anything.
money.
Go up to my aunt. She has a whole freaking bistro. She even bought cases and the stuff they put in.
We bought extra insurance. So every week, we knew there was no way we'd get.
That's $100.
I asked them, they have like 2 bag cold beans with grounders. Can you
Yeah.
buy a
Yeah, but they're not driving around in big pickup trucks either.
She
Well,
has
no, like, we had a big
all
room
the
there.
different.
Yeah.
It was like after that.
Yeah.
So it was like,
So you went to Dublin and drove.
I have them making
Ford?
like this rice
No.
crispy one, and it's toast and
Okay.
marshmallow. Yeah, let me see if I can find the recipe, I screenshot it.
people who were.
Why don't you tell anybody?
Yeah.
Cause more people would have came before you.
But you know,
Even
Ford's would make it, I don't know what it was.
I'm gonna say you told me
Russian
yesterday.
Fords, there was, you know, German Fords.
Told me yesterday.
He was out of town.
Too much Toyotas, American Toyotas. But yeah, I don't know if it's still there.
You know,
You ready, Greg? I don't know. Yeah.
Like I said, I saw it. He was the same as my dad. And, so it was crazy. This is what everybody should. And, I tried to complain. Because we still get.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, one day I'm going up with the what's up. I know, he hates your phone.
Anyway, oh, I was trying to find that,
Where's Christine?
screenshot of the rice crispy. Sorry. Right. I just sent him the. It was right on the water, but if you bring it anywhere,
We could have, there's a. I was surprised they don't.
that's where it was for your back.
I have all things. She owns fish. And
she hits home, and it's gonna make only $200. I said, no, this is very nice. And, you know, she said, well, come on, I said, that's all, that's all. So, next thing you know, I said, you can't, I said, I ain't done it. He took us all day, we tried to get started, but he came to the back and he took the day, he took the day as well. Oh. And there was a sign that says smoke prohibited. I never seen anything about telephone smoke prohibited. Are you allowed to do it? I thought, sorry. So I called her up and they said, no, no, no. She said, there's overhead detectors and they take pictures of the face of the phone. You would think, right? It was like 200 charges or something. How are you supposed to know that? So call the time. Oh yeah, this car. And didn't hold him through the door so at all. Not that that was gonna make a difference. Yeah. Find us a way back.
Is it one of those toaster drinks? No. Okay. Toasted marshmallow and white chocolate. That's all it is. Yeah, actually sounds good. Sweet and salty. I asked if it's not sweet and salty and asked her to make it a little extra sweet. Got it. Well, maybe she did sweet and salty first, actually. Extra. That's what she said. One for one. Right. One for each hand. Every time they're home. Every time drinks, you get one free.
You don't have to keep helping the source.
Dunkin' doesn't have one. Dunkin' doesn't have good coffee. It's usually burnt.
You know what's cool about Dunkin'? You can order the same drink every day and get something different.
Absolutely. You know what's cool about Dunkin'? You give them your phone number and they have your history and they're ready to go. Phone number? I give my number. Why do you think I got sweet and salty? Why do you think from the evil? Plants. Plants that heal. Seven room donuts, they're fresh baked goods and Leo's, so yeah, they're they're chocolate chip.
You do you, I'll do me.
You like their only raisin cookies. They are raisin cookies. Yeah. When I worked at State Farm, the agent in Hawaii. Yep. The agent would go to Hawaii every year and he would bring us back like a huge tin of sea salt
So,
She's my kind of girl.
she's a ball of fire.
Ryan, actually, you're just stop by and take all the lunch. You can bring her some stuff, bro.
They get lunch all the time.
Okay, fine. Okay, so there's a new.
We can get her grandpa.
Anna Marie's. We love Anna Marie.
Did you get it yesterday?
Yeah. We love Anna Marie.
You see, we don't get away from her.
You guys weren't, hey, I did walk back, you guys weren't there. So. But. Lemon, blueberry, ricotta, and I got yourself
No?
I was wondering, have you guys ever tried avoiding food?
So,
Instigators, right? No, but it looks really good. Yeah. Ever?
we get always packed.
Yeah.
It's worth it, it's worth the drive out there. Avocado toast.
And look at Linda sitting next to. So we just saw it. And it was.
Yeah, we ate dinner, but now I'm still really hungry.
You're sweet.
Are you fine?
No.
Nope. Oh, very well.
Oh, I do have a lot.
When it's up to you. She said, when it's up to you.
You know where I work. You know where I work. It's just a tease.
We're just having a ball over here.
So we're gonna go to Scoop Hill and Jen goes, "Are you fine?" I said, "No, I feel my water." Polly goes, "Well, it's empty anyway." I said, "You know where I work."
We speaking of wallets. Did you find it? Yeah, I found it.
You lost
Alright.
it. How about when you lost your wallet? Just lose it again.
It's every day.
You need an air tag.
I know I have one.
Do you remember 2 years ago?
Brian lost his for the longest time.
Yeah, I don't know that thing now.
Get one
He
of
lost
these.
his wallet for the longest time.
AJ got me this.
We tore the house apart to find his wallet. Don't you know, it was 6 months after he lost his wallet. We were doing something.
You had me clean out the back
Clean
out.
out the back out, found it in the back. Yeah.
I lost mine for a whole month. Steph's like, "Where's your wallet?" I'm like, "I don't know."
And we had it.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, so I got pulled on my ass. I'm like, "Okay, cool." And Steph's like, "Where's your wallet?" I'm like, "Oh, I haven't seen it like a while."
Yeah.
So she went, she looked, she's like, "The last time
I didn't see it in my
32
driver's
days
license.
ago."
It's in there, they got it.
I don't know where it's at. I don't know if it's
Where did you find it?
underneath the 550.
So anytime you guys lose your wallet,
We dug
we
that-
check it work
It's in one of
around.
those.
We dug that truck apart like twice. Then he's like, "I'm gonna look one more time." He's like, "I got it."
She's like, "So you're telling me your wallet's potentially gone for like 32 days? I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't use any, I don't know."
Yeah, you can yell at me for spending money. I don't have a wallet.
Oh, I spend money. I just take it out, take it out of the safe. Cash just can't. She don't know what's in there.
Now.
Huh?
So now you're,
No, she.
But, I mean, it makes it a long day. I just couldn't fall asleep without the lady. I'm still something.
That time.
And the worst trip, worst flight, I should say, was, well, for me it was anyway, we coming back from Wednesday. We, got a transfer in Seattle. And, we get on this whole bunch of kids. And I'm thinking,
Where's
oh,
Harry?
Yeah.
You ever had 3 kids? You know what that sounds like? I guess Campbell.
don't get that your wife so
I like her class on the bar. Would you need,
What part do you go to?
on the bar in the kitchen? Would you
You want to do the
five? And then on the way back. I think it was at night for tonight.
What?
The other day, Brian's picking on Donkey at the end of the day.
I did not pick on him, and you stuck up for me, Dad.
And we got 3 times, yeah, full start. He says how hard to start. Brian's yelling out the door.
Well, that's what I said. I said, where's, I said, did you break the electric one? He goes,
Yeah.
battery's charged. I said, then he said, I teach, I got them again. Hey, I got them taking the children down to and then she goes, talk a little bit. Like to start the feedback up, they yelled again, so he had to turn it off. It was 3 times I had to pull it to start.
So this morning comes in, says, I jumped me the other day about taking a charger down there. I just, he didn't tell you to take it down there. I said, you're the one that said you wanted to take it down there. He goes, what's the difference about taking it down there or leaving it? Well, you're the one that brought the idea.
Yeah, because you gotta forget you're gonna be in the city. You gotta drive down there.
Yeah, for free, with my truck.
So did he take it down there?
No, no.
Slow down the shot.
Bookers will go ahead and fall off, you know.
He's doing it just to do it.
He needs hours to do this flower bed out front.
They pull easy and right.
You get your vote out yet, or?
Let's not talk about it.
No, no.
No, it's, I honestly, it's ready to go. I haven't had it. It's either baseball, rain.
It don't rain here.
There for a while, I thought we lived in the Amazon.
No, is it me or is that air conditioning unit not sound really good? Sounds better than the one at the shop.
Maybe you should hear the one down there.
You'll know when that thing's running.
Sounds like somebody's on the roof with a pressure washer.
Well, that sounds like about 3 feet, but.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, they're all making noises. More people left to go down there. Bike ride
Good. Looks like you were really enjoying it.
Oh, I thought I was gonna die.
I said to Barry, I said, I wouldn't come that way, there's a big hill up there.
Oh, yeah. I can't keep up with my wife.
You gotta get one of those e-bikes.
Or just stay off like all together.
I relate to that.
Yeah.
Feels like for me. Right, honey?
Why not?
Well, let's see. Do we need to relive that story?
It was a good one.
It's not a good one.
I know a lot of those guys are using them for hunting.
Oh, yeah.
We just bought Carson one from a guy in Robeson. He said that's the real reason why he bought it. The hunt. But he was like 250 pounds, big guy. Like he was taller than I was. And he got on this thing. You ever see a big guy on like a Sportster?
Yeah.
Motor on a Harley? That's what he looked like on it. He said, he goes, I have a full like dresser in the garage. But
Yeah, they do it a lot out west. And no, they're starting to do it like up north, PA. They get further back in.
oh, the Bear has a Cub battery.
Yes.
Oh, then it's a sow.
Yeah, so it has a Cub.
They saw the Cub on Pineland Road.
Oh, really? On Pineland?
So the big bear was in our neighborhood.
Right across from Walmart.
Yep.
Yeah, and now he ventured, I guess they told she ventured by Stonersville.
In the Little League park, he was going through all the trash cans.
Yeah, I heard one, a call for Amity, then Exeter, then Boyertown, somebody saw one in Boyertown.
It's a big bear. It's.
Did you see the video?
Uh,
I bet you she's every bit of 400.
Everyone that called in said there was a small bear.
Oh no, this big
There's a
bear.
baby
The
bear.
cub is small, but the mom is.
So that's the video of the monster.
She's healthy.
Oh yeah, she's big.
See how tall she is?
She's a lot. It's just, yeah, I know the baby.
Let that thing stay around here till October 14th.
They're smarter than that.
What's that?
What did you see earlier about that? What was it?
Oh,
Okay, it's been around.
Yeah, I better get a lot of recognition.
Yes.
Unless I think there's more than just those
right
two.
up
She was in
back
our
today
neighborhood and is
in
now
the
alive.
field. There was a mink.
Oh really?
Just tilted up and stuff.
Yeah.
I know for it.
It's kind of crazy.
That's cool.
They're around. Under trap last year.
Yeah, we had one running around out behind our place too. And Fishers. You see any of those?
Yeah, we did last year back there at the preserve
Yes.
when we were turkey hunting.
Yeah, I seen them there, right along the creek.
I found the most beautiful turkey when we were at the farm show. I took the most gorgeous picture of this turkey. I never knew turkeys could be so pretty. So terrific.
See your $1,500 turkey.
As I said to Barry, I said, man, that'll be an expensive hide in the house if you get the bear.
Yeah.
I'll be standing at the door.
Barry, look how beautiful this turkey was that I took a picture of. The most beautiful turkey.
Now everybody on YouTube wants to see it.
It's such a beautiful turkey. Oh my goodness. It was so pretty. It was so sweet. At farm show, it would just like walk right up to you. And
Yeah, they had it
stuff.
free range and
Yes.
preferred.
Probably tasty. A turkey. Was it a turkey? Yes.
They used to be across from your place a lot.
I'm counting 50-something one day. Right in front of the field there.
Not beautiful, but great
Look,
job.
he has color on his head.
A little bit.
I'm sure one of the parties you go to, you'll see it stuffed.
Yeah. Late December.
Get out.
He does not like my dad. I don't know what it is. You don't like my dad? He really likes Justin.
We got out leave early. We had to hire people from our driveway. March, I think it was, beginning of March, February, March. And
And then we have this big.
I'll ask you.
That and jumping in the sink when it was little bit.
There was a guy that used to have him in a pen down 2 doors down from his pheasant skate park. My dad used to take me there, used to feed him apples.
I don't think that.
Now it's RC place.
Being an outside track, or is it all just inside
Now
stuff?
I got outside and inside. Stay away from it.
see Township road crew.
All built the tractor.
And sons.
I am next week, like early spring. I told her, I said, you know, race up there, I'm still gonna need somebody to test the car. Makes perfect sense.
That's true.
Yeah, we're all racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said about going up there, and I had that meeting and stuff. One of these Wednesdays we'll get up there.
We're racing next Wednesday.
So every Wednesday, you said?
Ron could be our fan club. He drives the trailer. Man, we could run this race for 45 minutes. When's the guy gonna?
Ron's sitting in the corner.
Ron, change the flag.
Trying to figure out how to get his phone, stop talking about the humidity.
Ready for go.
Oh shit, listen up.
Ron, we didn't even go yet. We're still sitting in the line.
How many people race? Whoever shows up.
Yeah, I think last Wednesday, 10 people. Last Wednesday was a lot. A couple blocks.
Yeah.
Whole stuff that we gotta go out. I'm not putting any of that into the trailer. I gotta buy another closed trailer. Tools. Yep, I gotta get it wrapped.
If you paid a skid steer in a rock car to dig it up, if it's 3 feet off the ground, then clearly that guy's not gonna get any pay. And then he told us that he ripped his closet door off of his house. And clearly it's the sheds that keep stuff over that shed. Because they're digging and trying to get out.
Rip your closet door off. I'm gonna tell Steph I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I gotta take the closet door because the chickens are getting them. It works.
He said it works great.
I bet it does. Also, what Home Depot?
That's too funny.
Did he say anything to you this morning about calling for the load of stones?
No. All he told me, he said, I told him, I said, we're gonna start fighting, I'll see you guys, that was not, and that was it. I said, literally go get the thing.
Maybe.
Like, you know, meanwhile, they're in the fight. Before we wait for it. An empty truck.
I said to Barry, I said, you're getting 2 loads of stone. He goes,
Want to go at the same time or what?
I said, you're putting them up here, and I'm still doing it with all eight.
That's not what we had been doing.
Yeah, he said, we always take out 3 trucks. That was always Friday night. Round truck.
No, you're right.
She just told him, like,
All right, we'll call the meeting back to order at 8:54. We have an executive session about personnel issues. If we wait about 30 seconds, we can make a motion to adjourn and officially 8:55. No, it's not officially 8:55. And, all right, anyone like to make a motion to adjourn at 8:55?
I'll make that motion.
All in favor? Do we have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
And thanks again, folks.
Thank you. Thank you.